Hello everyone, I'm going to be showing you how to make a vanilla layered strawberry cake. So first you're going to start off by setting your oven to 350 degrees. Next you're going to start with 2 cups of unsalted butter and 3 cups of granulated sugar and mix. Make sure you are mixing everything together. Once you have mixed that in, you're going to add in your 1 cup of egg whites and be sure to mix this in well and evenly. Once you have done that, you're going to add half of the flour. So altogether you will need 3 cups of self-rising flour. So mix in half of that flour, only half. And make sure that is evenly mixed and that you get rid of any clumps that you have. Once you have mixed that evenly, you're going to add in your sour cream, and you're going to need 1.5 cups of full fat sour cream, and be sure this is room temperature. Your cake batter should be looking like this. You're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you have added that in, you're going to go ahead and add 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And once you have those 2 ingredients, you are going to mix those in and make sure that is evenly distributed throughout the batter. Once you have mixed those 2 ingredients in, you are going to add the rest of your flour. And that's going to be it for your ingredients. You're going to make sure everything is mixed. Once you have done that, you can pour in your cake batter into your cake pans. Make sure your cake pans are lined and greased so that you can avoid any sticking to the pan once the cakes are done. And you want to be sure that your cake batter is evenly distributed so that you have even layers. So once you have done that, you're going to let your cake bake for 34 to 35 minutes. I chose to do 35 minutes and it turned out great. Once those cakes were done, I started to decorate. Once everything was cooled, I added my layers, my buttercream, strawberries, and I continued this process to get the end result of the cake. To make lemon cookies, start by taking the zest of 2 lemons and mincing it. Take the zest of another lemon, but leave it unminced. Squeeze the juice out of the zested lemons and set this aside. Next, infuse the sugar by whisking together the granulated sugar, brown sugar, and minced lemon. Next, sift together the dry ingredients listed on the screen. Next, beat together the dairy-free butter and infused sugars. Then, add in the egg and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Gradually mix in the dry ingredients. Fold in the unminced lemon and set aside to chill for 30 minutes. While the dough is chilling, make the glaze by whisking together 1 cup of powdered sugar and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Roll out 2 tablespoon-sized balls of cookie dough and bake for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Allow the cookies to cool. Once they're cold, drizzle the glaze over the cold cookies. And that's it. Enjoy!
What is Earth Day? Earth Day began in April of 1970 and continues to this day. Earth Day is focused on promoting different ways to clean and protect the environment. People try to raise awareness on pollution, oil spills, loss of wilderness, and more. Each one of those damages the earth in its own way. Pollution is one of those things that damages the earth, makes it dirty, destroyed, and unsafe. It is hazardous to human, animals, and land overall. The usage of cars, planes, and factories cause air pollution, and throwing garbage or other such things in the ocean cause water pollution. How can we reduce pollution? We can start by carpooling, recycling and reusing, and also cleaning off all that garbage from the ocean. Protect your environment. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Happy Earth Day!
We love the earth. yes, we love the Earth. It is our home, and that is why we have a special day called Earth Day. But why do we celebrate it? Well, since its inception in 1970, Earth Day continued to grow as a worldwide phenomenon focused on promoting clean living and healthy, sustainable habits for people and wildlife alike. Celebrating Earth Day serves as a contagious reminder of how fragile our planet is and how important it is to protect it. If it weren't for Senator Nelson taking a stand in 1970s, we may be still producing guzzling automobile and expanding industrial pollution via smog, smoke, and waste. We celebrate Earth Day to continue promoting environmental awareness and to remind us that we can protect the Earth in our everyday life as well. And that is why we celebrate Earth Day. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.
Hello guys, welcome back to Konami Code. I'm your host Ramon Sierra, and today we're going to be talking about an underwater survival game, Subnautica, developed and published by Unknown Worlds Entertainment. Of course, we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the gameplay, so without further ado, let's get straight into this review.
Subnautica's story is rather good. The player is free to explore the ocean on an alien planet known as Planet 4546b. After their spaceship, the Aurora, crashes on the planet's surface, the player must survive until help arrives or find a way to go back home. The game's graphics are decent. On land, the game looks pretty meh, but diving underwater, the game shines bright thanks to its vast and dynamic underwater environments, from lush coral reefs, volcanoes, to kelp forests, and underwater cave systems. Subnautica's mechanics are really good. The game allows you to gather resources found all over the ocean floor to build bases, vehicles, and equipment. The game allows the player to be as creative as they want when building their underwater bases. Want a desk? Sure. Vending machine? You got it. Coffee machine? Do it. The game allows the player to personalize their base and choose how they want to live inside the game. Subnautica's gameplay is really compelling as you don't only have to worry about your health, your hunger, and your water consumption, but also your oxygen levels. The game can be brutal on how much it punishes the player for dying, as materials the player had will automatically be lost, but you have the option to either leave your items behind or attempt a rescue mission. And of course, the game also has a creative mode. Sadly, Subnautica doesn't have multiplayer, so sharing a base with a friend is basically impossible. The game really makes you grind to find items like titanium, copper ore, silver ore, gold, and diamonds, all of which are scattered around the ocean floor, and you must resurface to get air before drowning. And, if you're lucky and you find it, there are these huge chunks of resources like lithium, so lucky you, right? Well, don't get your hopes up, because the game will require you to have a special piece of equipment in order to obtain it. The game requires you to find blueprints scattered in wreck sites on the ocean floor to be able to craft equipment like a laser cutter and propulsion cannon, to vehicles like a submarine, to a prawn suit. Subnautica, like any other game, has its fair share of glitches. For example, sometimes you'll see a fish keep swimming against rocks, and sometimes you're gonna see fish phase through solid objects like walls. And of course, the game also suffers from frame rate drops. I rate Unknown Worlds Entertainment Subnautica an 8.5 out of 10.
Subnautica captures those gamers who like creative and survival games. With the game's vast underwater environments and compelling gameplay, anyone who picks up a copy will be both overwhelmed and pleased with what the game has to offer. Again, this was Konami Code, and I'll catch you all next time.
Yo, what's up guys, it's At Tokyo, and today we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter World. I got you. But yeah, the reason I look like this is because I'm having problems with camera stuff. I'll figure it out next week. It should be fixed by at least like 3 days after this. But anyway, Monster Hunter is a world that focuses on obviously hunting monsters from sizes small to ridiculously large. This video is not really about the game, but more about is it worth playing at 21, because this game actually came out in 2018. The short answer is yes, it is still worth playing. Here are my main reasons. Reason 1, this game has a lot of replayability and a lot of things to do. For example, every monster you hunt gives you a new armor and weapon tree to unlock and build after you hunt down that specific monster. To put this in perspective, there is 31 monsters, all having a different difficulty grade determining on your level. Reason 2, the actual gameplay. Once you get to a certain point, you'll be fighting some of the same monsters repeatedly just to upgrade either your weapon or armor. But trust me, this does not get repetitive, as there's different interactions that can happen. For example, you could try to hunt a monster, but another monster interferes with your hunt and could either help you or maybe even help the monster to fight you. Or maybe a monster is found in a very different place, or maybe even the monster is completely bigger than normal. The possibilities are vast. Reason 3, the multiple weapons and armors that can be unlocked. The player has access to a whole arsenal of weapons they can use. I personally like using the katana, but there are multiple options you can choose from. For example, bows, greatswords, or twin daggers. You can upgrade your weapons to have a fire element, or if you're like me, you can have an explosive katana, which is very, very cool. Trust me, it's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Not only this, you can get multiple armor sets that resemble some of the features of the monsters you hunted. Now, I don't want to go into in depth on this. If you want to try out the game, you can get it on Steam or PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, whatever you play on. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hello everybody, my name is Thomas Goodall, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to combat your senioritis as we inch closer to graduation. To start us off, I'm going to talk to you about just fighting it and getting those assignments in so you younger kids don't have to do credit recovery and you seniors can actually graduate on time. Another point I would like to address is that this is the last month of school, so there's not going to be much that can help your grades. So make sure you guys start talking to your teachers and figuring out ways to get your grades up. Another thing you could do that could help you stay focused is to take small breaks in between assignments or homework or anything. It helps a lot, and don't take advantage of those breaks, just make it 5 to 10 minutes. Another tip I could give you is to not let school consume your life. If you let school consume your life, you're going to be very bored and not be able to focus on your assignments. So take a couple hours and just enjoy yourself. The final tip I'm going to give you is to make sure you're going to bed early and getting plenty of rest. If you're not well rested, then school assignments become harder and harder to do because you cannot maintain your focus if you're tired. Alrighty, Lobos, that's going to do it for me today. My name is Thomas Goodall, and I am glad to tell you how to combat your senioritis as we approach graduation.
There's a horse in your house.
Oh, that's you right here.
This is Concrete Cowboy, which is definitely a coming-of-age film about a teen relocated to Philadelphia to live with his father for the summer. As soon as he gets there, he realizes this is a completely different lifestyle than he's used to. Like I said, this is a coming-of-age film. He finds trouble, but with the fine kindship in this tight-knit horse riding community, he gets out of it.
Let me show you. I've been developing a genetic platform that will allow us to give ordinary people superpowers. But do me a favor, please. Don't touch anything. Oh, dear God, Lydia. Do you have any idea what you've done?
This is Thunder Force, which is a comedy considering the leading actresses that play in it. This film is about these two childhood best friends reuniting as an unlikely crime-fighting superhero duo when one of them invents a formula that gives ordinary people superpowers. They then create Thunder Force for them to save Chicago from villainous plans.
Did we take off?
No, hey, sit down.
Did we take off?
Sit down or you're gonna pass out. Commander!
Take off.
Commander!
Take off.
This is Stowaway, a sci-fi film in which a crew of a spaceship embark on their 2-year mission to Mars. Shortly after their liftoff from Earth, they discover an accidental stowaway on board. With resources dwindling fast, only the ship's medic is the voice of reason to not be enthralled by the unexpected passenger. And that wraps me up. Stay safe, Lobos.
What is good, Lobos? I heard y'all are in need of some good movies to watch this year, and I got you. I'm gonna give you the best top 3 movies to watch for 2021. So stay tuned and sit back and enjoy.
I can help you get there.
Number 3 spot we have Space Jam. Space Jam is a fictional character movie that features LeBron James, and it's definitely a movie you should check out.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
Hold up. Wrong floor. Bet Will Smith ain't got to deal with this.
Dad!
Down! What in the Matrix hell?
Welcome to the space.
Classic.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
And at number 2 spot we have Fast and Furious. Everybody knows this movie. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of it, watched it, or seen a trailer before. This movie is definitely going to be worth it, as it's been a series been going on. So yeah, for sure check this one movie out.
Y'all ever thought about the wild missions we've been on? We've taken out planes, trains, tanks. I'm not going to even think about the submarine. And now we got cars flying in the air? Who is he?
Jacob is Dom's brother.
Been a long time, Dom. Little brother.
At the final spot we have Spider-Man No Way Home. In my opinion, this is the best movie because the trailer itself just does a justification, and I think y'all will think the same thing.
Warrant for the masked vigilante known as Spider-Man.
Everyone's got their thing. Maybe it's a breakup, a death, an accident. Whatever it is, you used to be one thing. Now, you're something else.
You got gifts, Parker. You're an Avenger. Stark chose you. But you got to decide.
Hey Lobo Nation, I hope you all enjoyed that video. For sure, make sure to check these movies out. They're definitely worth it. I would recommend checking out Spider-Man, just personal opinion. And yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it.
There are many special days in April, but here are 8 of those special days. On April 1st, it is April Fool's Day. This day is to play a joke or a fun trick on someone, but a harmless one. On April 11th, it is National Pet Day. This day is for the relationships between the owners and their pets to signify the joy that they have for each other. On April 15th, it is National High Five Day. It is, as it said, you give random people a high five. Although, don't do it this year because you need to stay 6 feet apart. On April 19th, it is the National Garlic Day. This day celebrates the many uses of garlic, such as an herb or a vegetable. On April 23rd, it is Take a Chance Day. This day is when you take a chance and have a risk on that decision. On April 25th, it is National Penguins Day. This is when you choose a penguin on Antarctica and learn about them. On April 27th, it is Babe Ruth Day. This is the day that celebrates one of the most best baseball players of all time. On April 29th, it is International Dance Day. This is when the entire world is encouraged to dance to anything they want and however they want. That is all for this video, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Alright, this should be pretty easy. Guidance counselor's page on Blackboard, right? I would seriously consider Let me restart. Are you behind in credits? Summer registration school. Summer school registration. They're not going to school to learn registration. La Jolla, and you're watching La Jolla Link. My goodness. Athletics office, the disciplinary office, and the disciplinary. This will make sure. Don't scrap that, please. If you have a current parking place, please do not park in the neighboring neighborhoods because the due date. Now I gotta restart because I screwed it up. It's not due date, it's deadline. Should have a parking. I butchered that so bad. Alright. And I'm Stephen Buchanan. And say it loud. Say it loud. Oh, you told me not to do that. I'm sorry. Relax. Relax. Perfect. 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 Sheesh, I am nailing these. Nailed it. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, I nailed that one. Smooth. Yada yada yada. Let me run that back. Man, I'm tired. Oof. They'll know where to go. Yeah. Don't let me talk more than I have to. And why am I including useless information again? See? So easy. So easy. And that's how I remember things. Bullet points. Had to emphasize that it's tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That was weird. Did you hear that? That was weird. Day to get it. I can't express that enough. Literally can't. I'm buying mine. I need to. I slacked so hard. Check me out. That's my style, baby. You clap to remember the facts. Don't tell anyone I told you that, Alicia. That's a secret. Damn. Perfect. Wow. That's actually one of my better takes. Let's go. Wow. That was actually really easy. Whew. You enjoy your weekend, okay?